This Veterans Day, the story of World War I and the generation who lived it come to life with soaring music, rare film, and Broadway's finest voices.
All right. Well, hello, John. Thanks for chatting with me today. We just want to talk about this special because the story is told with music, pictures, and even Broadway performers. Please tell me more.
This is a mix of a 70-piece orchestra, 5 incredible Broadway singers. They're all amazing. The music and the sound is incredible, but it's at the core, it's a story. It's a story of James Reese Europe, Quentin Roosevelt, the 19-year-old fifth son of Theodore Roosevelt, who was in World War I, Flora Payne Whitney, his great love, Charles Whittlesey, who Gatsby was modeled off of from The Great Gatsby. And these characters tell you the story of World War I. We also have incredible footage that we got from the National Archives. And it's blasted on the back wall of Carnegie Hall. So it looks like the orchestra's in the forest or on the beach. So you combine the storytelling, the footage, the historical footage, hundreds of photographs and film that's been restored with the Broadway singers and the story, and you get a tribute to Veterans Day.
I love that you have the story weaved in there. What made you want to do it that way with the story?
For me, the story drives everything because I'm a historian. But if you just drop the story out there, that emotional connectivity doesn't quite happen. But when Gracie McGraw sings My Buddy, and, she's referring to Quentin, you all of a sudden have the emotional feeling of what it meant to be separated from someone in the middle of this war, someone you were in love with. You just have a whole different emotional sweep. And I can tell you that putting it together with an orchestra is a little bit like baking a cake. And even when I get on stage, even though I've worked on the script for 2 years and worked on all the different pieces with all some amazing set of talent, it's emotional for me.
2 years you worked on this script? That's a lot of love that went into this. Wow. Why this time period?
I think people miss a lot about World War I. Not deliberately, but there's just so much focus on World War II, but it was so fundamental to the principles that America is built on. I like to talk about the fact that at the end of World War I, and this is a symbol of what America is and stands for, we didn't take an ounce of territory. All we asked for was leases to 9 cemeteries. And you can go over there and see the Meuse-Argonne Cemetery, which I did, and you see that in this film. There's 14,000 Americans that died there. And this is where Veterans Day started. So it's very emotional when you get to the end of this and it ends with the first Veterans Day and actual footage from 1921 of the taking the unknown soldier from the Capitol Rotunda to Arlington. Breaks your heart.
Wow. And then obviously the veterans and families of veterans that will be watching. What are you hoping they get out of this?
Well, they're going to see themselves in the sense, because when they marched from the Capitol Rotunda to the tomb of the unknown soldier, there was the gold. There were the Gold Star mothers. But I hope they get a sense that everything they did for their country was worthwhile, generation after generation after generation. But it's about all of us. The core of the story, the title, The Willingness of the Heart, is about the willingness of America to do good and do a lot of things for the world that have been so important to us and everyone else. And I'm just so happy and so excited that we can bring this to PBS so a lot of people can see it.
I'm excited for this too. Obviously, you're very passionate about this. You put in a lot of love. Thank you for that. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I didn't ask you?
Well, watch tonight, and I hope that you feel what I feel when you watch the story, which is both to honor our veterans and honor what our country is about.
Beautiful. Well said. Yes, you can tune in tonight on PBS. Thank you so much, John, for sharing all of this. I look forward to watching tonight. Thank you.
It's a chance to remember American Heart in World War I, a Carnegie Hall tribute